Now that's a clean cut hole. Howdy folks, it's your friend Dominic. Today I've got a very special video for you. I'm going to be doing a review of my 6-inch Eskimo hand auger. If you're an ice fisherman, I know you're gonna want to see this. I can't wait any longer, so let's check this out. So I hope everybody's been doing very well. This here in my hand is my personal hand auger. It is an Eskimo 6-inch hand auger, and I figured while it's ice fishing season, it would be most appropriate for me to show it off and share the good, the bad, and the ugly behind it. Now, I've had this auger for 2 years or so now, and I haven't changed the blades out on it. And realistically, I've probably put 100 holes or so on the ice with it. This is a very faithful, very dependable, very affordable auger for those who are looking for a new one on the market, and you're looking to spend about $50 to $60 depending on where you're looking to buy it from. I've used this auger for a couple of years now. I've had more than one of these in my time. I've replaced the blades on them. I've pulled really big bluegills, really big perch, really big crappies, and the occasional walleye or lake trout through the hard water due to this bad lad right here. And I just want to talk about some of the things I like and I don't like about it. Number one, something I really like about it, the blades you get with this auger, they're very sharp and they stay really sharp. Now, of course, when it comes to auger maintenance, make sure that your blades are always covered and make sure they're always protected. Make sure you're not dropping the bits on top of the ice or on the sidewalk, you know, whatever it may be. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. I would consider this to be a value auger because roughly it's going to cost you about $50 if you go to your local sporting goods store, or if you pick one up off of Amazon. From Eskimo, they have them listed for $65 or so. But you know, in all reality, this is a $50 auger. And if you look at me go, all you got to do is take this auger, you know, take your cover off of your blades and then push down on it. And it starts going just like that. Ooh-wee. Look at that. We're probably sitting on 7 inches of ice, and you know, we'll buzz through it in no time. I like this auger for what it is because, you know, when it comes to storage, we can undo this knob, take the handle off so it stores a lot better. Or, you know, if you're a taller individual like me and you want to extend it, or if you're shorter, unlike me, you can drop it down to the shortest setting and you'll be good to go. You'll most certainly be good to go. Look at those blades. These blades have stayed nice and sharp over the years, and I've drilled easily over 200 holes with them, and I could peel through 7 inches of ice, no problem. So let's do a speed test here really quick. Nothing skunked up the blades so far. I'm just going to put it on the ice, and once they start cranking, I'm going to count in Mississippis to see how long it takes for me to get through about 6, maybe 7 inches of ice. So 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Not bad. Not bad. About 6 inches, maybe 7 inches of ice in about 11 seconds or so. That's what I counted it as. We got through it no problem. I've been using this auger for 2 years now. This handle, not a problem. But when it comes to the bad and the ugly about this auger, because it's a cheaper value auger, the plastic fittings around the plummet here and on the top handle, they're not the greatest plastic. As you can see, there's some chip and wear and tear on the top plummet here. And that's a common problem with these Eskimo hand augers. You know, the auger bit, the handle, everything itself, they hold up very, very well, but it's the plastic fittings, because I believe it's a thinner, cheaper plastic. It just doesn't hold up to the cold. And for one, I'm an angler who likes to take really good care of his stuff. Personally, I don't know how this big chip got in there. Maybe I put it down in the sled and it cracked, but you know, the plastic that comes fitted on a lot of the Eskimo products, it just doesn't fit and work out super duper well. You know, for example, here's the blade cover. You can tell it's a very thin, very cheap plastic. And you know, once it gets so cold, it gets very, very brittle. Now, I love this auger, but because it has, you know, the real thin, real delicate plastic around the handle and around the blade guard, it's something you have to take into consideration before you purchase one of these augers. I coincidentally happen to have another backup auger cover, so I don't use this one at all. You know, it's very thin. It doesn't have any use for me. But the top right here, you know, if this top plummet breaks off, you know, it's going to be very challenging and very uncomfortable for me to drill holes on the ice. So that's just something you have to take into consideration. You know, from the blades up to here, it's a very comfortable, very affordable, very useful hand auger that you're going to be able to get for $50, maybe even $60. But that's all depending where you're buying it from. This is rough. This is a $50 auger. Don't let anybody tell you difference. This is worth about 50 bucks. You know, if it was worth any more, the handle, it wouldn't feel, you know, super chintzy like this one does. You know, it spins around, it does the job. But the top here with the chipped plastic, and this isn't the first Eskimo I've ever owned. I've had these caps break off before, and I've had this top handle split in half before. You know, this is an affordable intro level auger, but it does the job really well. But no matter how much you are careful with it, you're still going to get the wee bits here and there as far as damage goes. But when you look at it, you know, just like this, if we brush off the ice and we pushed down on it and we start giving her cranks, I've drilled a lot of holes with this auger and the blades still catch. You know, these are quality blades. When you get them, they're very sharp and they dig right into the ice. Whew. You peel through it no problem because of the blades and because of the auger and because of the cranking mechanism. But to be honest with you, one of the big things about this auger, the plastic fittings on the handle, on the plummet, all of it, you know, they function very well once you purchase them. But when you're out here in the field, you know, you can't risk something happening to the top here, something chipping the top of your auger. Like this is rather thin plastic. It's going to work, but if anything happens to it, you have to know if this top chips or if something happens to it, you're not going to be able to do the work you need. But all in all, for what it is, if you pick this auger up from Dick's Sporting Goods, if you get it from Dunham's, if you get it from Bass Pro Shop, for the most part, I gotta say, it's a real good auger. Personally, I have a bias. I like 6-inch augers because when we're out here and we're drilling a lot of holes on some days, the 6-inch does the job a lot easier than a 7 or an 8-inch auger. It's a lot you have to crank through. But when I say that, I must admit that when I'm out here, I'm targeting perch, I'm targeting crappies, and I'm targeting bluegill. If you're an angler who's trying to get bigger walleyes or lake trout through the ice, you might want something bigger. And for the most part, I'd recommend investing in a K-drill or a power auger. But if you're going out to the pond, going out to the lake, and you're looking for, you know, something very special, something that'll get the job done, just like this Eskimo, by all means, hey, for what it is, $50 or so, depending on where you get it from, this 6-inch Eskimo, it gets the job done. I like it for the most part, aside from, you know, the brittle plastic up here and on the blade guard. It's a nice auger. I like it for what it is. Kick the snow away right here. And we're gonna wanna push down rather hard. And then we're gonna grab this handle. And we're gonna start turning it. And just like that, we've got a hole in the ice. It doesn't take much to get to where you want to get to with this auger, but I have to say, if you're looking for an auger that'll hold up to the really cold winters, you know, be on high alert with this Eskimo, because the plastic fittings on it, they might not hold up as well as you wish they would. So anyways, my name is Dominic. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is a straightforward, honest, and upfront auger review. If you have any comments, suggestions, or ideas for future YouTube videos, you be sure to let me know, okay? But until next time, I'm Dominic. This is the Eskimo 6-inch hand auger. I hope to see you again someday. Have a good one.